Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Bloodborne, and today we're going to head right back into the Yarhar Ghul Chapel, and then from there we're going to continue on to the main game. There's going to be 3 hunters coming up in the next area or so, that it's going to be in the next area. I will tell you that much, that we may or may not deal with at the time, considering the fact I only have 9 blood vials and pretty soon about to have 8. Because you know how I like to kind of keep my Quicksilver bullets for the most part. So, first things first, once you spawn in, if you haven't already killed this thing already, go ahead and kill this little bastard right here. Now, oh damn, 2 bloodstone chunks. Alright, so, thing is now, jump down this little fence. Well, take this little area in the fence right here. Drop down there, and then make sure, of course, you kill these dogs. Because once you kill these hounds, it will just benefit us so much. So, come over here, kill the bell-ringing witch, and then, here's a little tactic I like to do. Once they're all stunned, get behind the golem guy, and then if you have the chance to do it, that's when you want to go in for a nice little easy back attack into a visceral. But, as you can see, I did fail it up, and I'm probably more likely going to be ending up coming this... I'm probably going to end up coming this way again anyway. So, yeah. Alright. Now that takes care of them. Usually the bell ringing witches actually typically drop Quicksilver bullets. So if you want to keep grinding for Quicksilver bullets, that's a good way of doing it. Just come to that one specific bell ringing witch, and then from there you should be fine. Damn. Oh, shit. Well, we just got like a massive amount of blood vials right there just from that. So that saves me a lot of trouble. If anything, does this place look a little bit familiar almost? That's definitely an amygdala right there, of course. But here we go. We are at the non-nightmarish version of this area. Now, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? Just a little bit. Like, we got kidnapped, we got taken here. But, at the same time, it's not really necessarily a nightmare to begin with. So, as you can see, there are 2 hunters in our view at the moment. And, there's actually 1 more hunter in the area. Now, I recommend that you run down to the left side of these stairs and then quietly make your way up here, because there's a guy standing right there that can be a pain in the ass. I recommend taking out just 1 at a time specifically. He happens to have the threaded cane, so as you can tell, it's probably going to be one of those kinds of fights. And of course, somehow I fucked that up. Now, the other 2 are going to start coming running at, well, pretty much any specific time that they, I guess you could say, they feel like coming. So they're starting to like try to fight us off now. That's the tiny nitrous, by the way. That's what that does. Oh shit. All right, well I'm gonna try to like kick this guy's ass first, because I figured I'm already fighting him as is. Might as well just deal with him when I get the chance. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I meant to roll out of the way, but I didn't mean to roll down here. I wonder if this game works on like Devil May Cry idea, where like if you don't look at the enemy when they're on the screen, then you could just like avoid them to begin with. That would make sense to me. I mean, that'd be pretty cool if they actually did that, though. It'd be nice of them, now, wouldn't it? Now, these fucking other 200s piss me off. Like, the guy with the Beast Claw isn't really such a big deal, because he's just a small little minion bastard. The guy with the cannon and the rifle spear, on the other hand, happens to be one of the more annoying of the 2. Or 3, my bad. And I specifically hate all of them, no matter what. It doesn't matter which ones they are, I just fucking hate them all. For some strange reason, like, I cannot, like, interrupt a jumping attack. I don't know why I can't do that. What the fuck? Nope. The hell are you doing? I can easily use an up. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do to begin with. See, I'm going to worry about the other 2 in just a minute. This is the guy I want dead. I just want his echoes. I don't really care about his item. Well, I want his item too, but I just want his ass dead. And that takes care of one of them. And yeah, you can tell that cannon does a lot of damage. Well, considering the fact that it is a cannon for 1, and my blood tinge is pretty damn low, so... Alright, so that takes care of 1. What I could do... It's just Madman, alright. Well, what I could do is just easily just head back and just not deal with this kind of crap. And just, you know, pick these guys off once again and get a nice, easy, you know, pretty much back attack. For the most part. I get that nice little visceral going in there. Of course, that always helps too. No matter what. I mean, that's always very beneficial. Of course, I can stun lock these guys. But having to fight 2 at one time can be a little bit less fun than it looks. Now, granted, the guy with the Beast Claw likes to jump around a lot too. So, given anything, most of the time you're not really gonna have to worry about that guy. Now, the guy with the cannon, on the other hand, he's again the one that's kind of the pain in the ass. Because again, if he's not using the gun part of the rifle spear, if he's not using the trick weapon of it, then he can probably provoke some kind of pain. Typically, I don't take this long to fight these guys, but for the most part, they are obnoxious, just no matter what. No matter what the hell they're doing. I am running out of bullets. Ugh, shit. Well, the thing is, like, I don't want to... Yeah, they like to quick step a lot. Of course, as we all know already, the best way to get a nice little interrupt is when they're not quick stepping. So now I have no quicksilver and I have no blood vials. Oh, fuck me. Well, that's happened before. It's no surprise. Want to get that nice visceral, get some extra health on that. And then this little twerp. Well, I'll just wipe the floor with his ass. He ain't no real big deal. See, he's dead. There you go. That's how you take out all three. Got 20 back. Hopefully he drops blood vials. I would like to have that. No, he dropped the claw mark rune. Oh, fucking boy. So what's a claw mark rune do? Strengthens visceral attacks. The claw mark is an impulse to seek the warmth of blood like a beast. It strengthens visceral attacks, one of the darker hunter techniques. Although the difference is subtle, Runesmith Carroll describes the beast as a horrific and unwelcome instinct deep within the hearts of men, while claw mark is an alluring invitation to accept this very nature. So I don't exactly know how much damage you do extra, considering the fact that you have that rune on or not, but from what it says, it's not really that big of a deal. So right now I have no blood vials whatsoever. And of course, since we actually came to this place before, originally, we can always come down here and go through that other doorway and go seek out... Well, we don't have to go seek out the Dark Beast, because the Dark Beast Parl's already dead. We already killed that fucking thing anyway, so... Check for any other items that may be luring in the distance. And now we have to put up with these Scourge Beasts. But this one looks a little different, doesn't it? Like a little bit more human-esque. Or just, dare I say, even like... piled up with like a shitload of like just body parts. Like it was just like constructed like a makeshift beast, pretty much. It's a little bit messed up. So we're gonna grab the twin bloodstone shards from that. I'm gonna check the area for anything else. There's no snatchers because the snatchers are finally killed off for the most part. I mean, there's probably gonna be like snatchers in like other areas of the game, but as far as we're oh no, these are dead completely. So these ones died completely. Now, the other snatchers, on the other hand, like throughout the game, I have no exact idea. They may or may not be dead for all I know or for all I care, because I don't really care about these fucking snatchers to begin with. They suck. I only needed them to get me to the nightmare, or I only needed them to kidnap me in the first place, so I'm going to head back to the Hunter's Dream real quick, and now that I've made plenty, let's say plenty of blood echoes, I'm going to repair my stuff. And if lucky, maybe even fortify something too. And if I have plenty enough stuff, should I just waste it all on blood vials? That way to get them all back in one time. Could do that. Could level up, of course. Well, I can't do anything with these. I don't have enough. Actually, how much? I have 4 left, and then I get that plus 9. Or is it at plus 7 at the moment? Oh, shit. I can just spend all of these on just get fucking blood vials. I can only make like 39 of it, but the hell that's what I say. Like the hell that, you know, that way, because it doesn't really matter. I took out 3 of the hunters, and again, they are kind of annoying, but your best bet is just to get interrupts, get visceral attacks, and just be very patient. Even though you're being attacked by 3 guys at once, I recommend attacking 1 at a time, and more specifically, attack the guy with the threaded cane first, because that way you can get behind him. Now, the guy with the rifle spear, see, there was those 3 hunters, and each one is in a certain position. They're all pretty much looking at each other in a certain way. Like, the Beast Claw guy notices you when you're attacking the guy with the threaded cane no matter what. He'll notice you attacking anybody. They all do. They all gang up on you at one point or another. Now, the thing is, when you go behind the stairs and you wipe up the guy with the threaded cane first, if you get like a nice easy back attack on him, then, of course, that grants you a decent bit of amount of damage. So right there, you already have quite a bit of damage on him to begin with. Now, the guy with the Beast Claw, if you took out the guy with the threaded cane first, well, more than likely, for the most part, you're gonna be able to if you die and come back, or if you just leave and come back, then the guy with the beast claw, you can get a nice back attack on him without the guy with the cannon to notice you. But once you start fighting the guy with the beast claw, the small midget dude, well, then that's when the guy is gonna start attacking you. You know, with the guy with the cannon's gonna start attacking you then too. And if you attack the beast claw guy with, you know, it's just like no matter what you do, you can get a nice back attack on each of them. But the worst one to start with is going to be the guy with the beast claw, because if you start the guy with the beast claw, he's got two guys looking at him. He's got one guy looking straight at him and like one guy looking at the back. So the guy in the back, you know, with the threaded cane, he's already going to start walking your way once he sees you. So it doesn't matter. He knows you're going to be there no matter what. All right. So now that basically all the snatchers are gone, and for the most part, I think all the boars are gone, and some other creatures that used to be here to begin with, we have to put up with these new, like, makeshift, weird, like, grouped up enemies. And not to mention, of course, the boss itself is actually going to be... It's going to be one of those kinds of enemies as well. Alright, so let's take this fun little ride here and see what we can do. Now, one of these drop-off points, like right here, jump through that window while that elevator thing is going up. That's going to take us back to the beginning. It's like... It's like the very beginning of Yahar Ghul to begin with. Not the chapel, but like the beginning area. So, if you guys remember that elevator I was talking about earlier, this guy... Okay, so let me put it this way. When you start off this area, Yahar Ghul, no matter what, the Unseen Village, once you go to that lamp, you go down those stairs and you take a right, and then you pass the huntsman. Well, once you pass the huntsman, then you will be able to see like an elevator. That's where that elevator leads to, so... I recommend just jumping outside of that first window that you see. And, by the way, that's not going to be the last time we're going to be jumping out of windows. Or elevators into windows, I should say. Okay, so that... Fucking, that's stupid. That's another thing that pisses me off about these damn beasts as well, is the way that they can... They can manipulate where you're going to... I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's hard to fucking dodge. Because, like, you try to dodge too early, and they do, like, a jumping attack on you. So, again, it's just like Gascoigne, for example. Like, I was about to say, like, remember when Gascoigne was kicking my ass? I was about to say that, but then I realized, wait a minute. Gascoigne didn't kick my ass in this Let's Play. Actually, instead, he's been kicking my ass in the main game to begin with. Yeah, these fucking things are weird, aren't they? Like, you can see, like, their brain right there, too. It's unnerving, but it's actually pretty cool. So I guess right now we're doing less damage, and somehow I fucking... Oh, I was going to say, like, somehow I lost a blood vial. But then I realized, oh, wait a minute. For the most part, on that staircase over there in the back, that staircase that you're supposed to take, I don't think there's anything really back there. Let's hope I can get a... Thank you. Finally. Jesus. Almighty. Christ. Thing is, I'm getting real tired of these kinds of enemies. Not the huntsmen, just in general, but, like, these types of, like, red enemies. Now, when you go through Chalice dungeons, you're going to be putting up with a lot of, like, red-spawned enemies to begin with, so... If you don't like them here, you're not going to like the Chalice dungeons. Trust me. And again, if you save up most of the Rituals blood stuff and most of the stuff that you get, if you've been watching my Let's Play closely, and you've been paying attention to kind of like where I've been going and what I've been doing, for the most part, you'll be fine with the Ritual stuff, because that should be enough to get you to go to a specific ritual anyway. Oh, fuck you. See, you try to dodge and it goes in for another fucking attack, and it's stupid. I hate these goddamn things. Oh, shit. Got the visceral, though. But I screwed that up. No surprise. No, I'm not risking it. I don't even care. I'm not gonna fucking die to this fucking thing. Hang on one sec. There we go. We get the visceral, though. So I'm gonna get a little bit of health back. I know I keep going quiet because I'm trying to focus. That's the same thing, too. Like, I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. Alright, so that was the way into that area. I wanted to see what was all the way down here, though. Of course, another fucking Scourge Beast. Is this where I came to earlier? Like, I believe so. I'm trying to remember where that damn door opens up from. And I don't think it's this bottom floor exactly. Or it might be, because I think the Dark Beast actually is on the bottom floor. Like, I think you can get into the... No, this is, Ah, here we go. Well, there's something we read, but... We read that before, I'm sure. There's an item down here. Oh, yeah, because there's more Snatchers down here, too. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the snatcher. Grab some bloodstone chunks. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, cunt. Now, the thing is, there's, I'm trying to think. Like that NPC that we saw earlier when we first came here. I could have sworn there's a way you can get her to... No, you can get her to go to Odin Chapel no matter what, but I just can't think of how to get her down there because like she didn't want to go last time, so... I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that one. How did I die last time? Oh, that's right. I think I ran outside and I fought... I remember what it was. I fought that stupid Scourge Beast outside. Oh, fuck me. I tried to jump to that window, and then I didn't epically fail the window jump. I ended up failing, getting killed by that damn Scourge Beast. So yeah, this is the part of the game where I'm going to be dying quite a bit. I'm going to leave a Brutus for later. Even though I wanted to take out all the optional bosses before I started coming this way, I think it's better if I just at least leave a few alive. For the most part, actually, that's one of the technical last optional bosses we have to put up to begin with. So the next bell ringing witch is going to be over here. Take her out. And then, well, instead of dealing with those guys, I'm going to go get my blood echoes back before it's too late. I'm going to grab these. Hopefully it's blood vials. No, of course. Well, I mean, I'll take Quicksilver. I'm fine with, you know, taking as much Quicksilver as possible. You know, I'm fine stocking up on that, but blood vials are kind of more important to me, to be honest. So, I'm gonna wait for that thing to come down. There's nothing down there. Don't try to jump down there. That's gonna be a waste of echoes. Or unless you just wanted to kill yourself off for whatever reason. Well, there you go. All right, let's go. Now, again, there's only one window you need to jump into, so, and it's actually kind of a really big, easy window to jump into. Now, there's gonna be one later when we go into the Nightmare of, I think it's Mensis. So I think we've been to the Nightmare Frontier. We haven't gone to... Yeah, that's right. We haven't gone to Mensis yet. So once we get to the Nightmare of Mensis, that's when we're at to jump through another smaller window. And that's going to suck. Now, what this room's for is for later. We'll come back in just a few minutes. Or what I could do is instead of coming back there, I could show off the other side. It's basically a teleporter. That's what it does. It teleports you to the other side of Yahar'gul. Which, at this point in time, I'm trying to show off all of Yahar'gul as I can, so I'm not going to worry about it just yet. So we'll come back and we'll deal with all that stuff later. Let's grab that bloodstone chunk. These guys are dropping chunks. Like, that is awesome, though. Remember earlier how, like, it took me forever to get, like, 40,000 blood echoes? Well, I have, like, 30,000 now, so... Alright, let's see here. For the most part, you kind of have to take that, don't you? Well, no, that's not true. You can easily just jump back down. Yeah, at least they give you a little bit of a staircase to jump back down there. Or, not a staircase, but you know what I mean. They give you a way of jumping down there. The weird thing is you can see, like, the shadows of, like, the amygdalas hanging around here, so... I'm gonna leave... No, it really wouldn't matter, because... Well, I mean, fuck it, who cares? It's like, I'm not gonna go back all the way to the top to begin with. So before I get way too ahead of myself... What I'm going to be doing is going to be cleaning out this area real quick. As you can tell, that guy's on fire. It always did look like a lamp to begin with, but... Yeah. Now, there's these fucking things. So, this jumbled mess of human body parts actually cannot be interrupted or back attacked. Instead, you have to be stuck hitting it normally. Now, it has this really weird way of attacking. It's kind of almost unpredictable at times. But like, if you know what attack does what, usually it does like one swipe, and then it does like sometimes it does like that final slam attack. That slam attack is a good way of punishing it. And also, by the way, Yahar'gul is really good for getting our bloodstone chunks. So if you're gonna be upgrading your weapons to +10, go for that. Yeah, I forgot that was the very one that actually attacks me. Because I remember there was one of these damn things that attacked. I know which one it was. I know it was that one right there. I just didn't pay attention. That's pretty much what happened. You know, I know what I was going to say, and no, I'm not bullshitting you. I know which one it was. I was like, let me show you guys something real quick. Let me show you something funny with this. Or what you can do. This is a safer way of doing this. I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do to basically take no damage. So if you want to cheese the game once again, let's do this. It's cheesing time with Alex. All right. So basically, the cheese of this is this thing right here is going to spawn if, well, the thing in this cage, right I'm standing on right now, will spawn if you run in front of it. So of course, you know, keep your distance when you walk in front of it. Now these little fucking assholes, on the other hand, if you can get their attention, come back over here and hide right here. Alright folks, I am now back, and I had to cut away for just a tad bit there, but we are back with recording now, and basically let me get back to explaining what the hell we're doing. So, get these things to basically pay attention to you, and then when you do that, you're going to basically hide behind this little carriage over here, and then go ahead and fucking kick their ass, like this. Like so. It's pretty easy for the most part. If you guys are wondering what happened, oh, fuck, hang on. So, if you get, like, caught up with getting hit, just go all the way back and the guys will start to kind of run away. Now, the Saw Cleaver is actually pretty good for enemies like this, and those slam attacks do hurt like hell. That's pretty obvious. Now my PS4 is starting to, like, explode over there for some reason, which, I don't know why my PS4 makes so much damn noise. I think it's probably, like, the fan's starting to kind of give out, probably. So, that takes care of, I don't know what they're called, but I'm just going to call them, like, fucking, like, meat sacks or something. So if you want to take care of these things, the best way to do it, there you go. Saw Cleaver, of course, is a very exceptionally well weapon, and I think probably more likely the developers probably made the game centered around the Saw Cleaver's actions to begin with, because, like, most of the weapons in this game don't do shit for anything, except for the Saw Cleaver, which happens to be, like, the strongest weapon in the beginning of the game anyway. So, basically, my cousin knocked at the door, and she came in, just wanted to say hi. That was pretty much it. I'm pretty much... Well, yeah. Hang on one sec. Let me try to remember what I was trying to say here. Or see if there's anything else I needed to get, actually, before we head on. Alright, so basically, yeah, I'm pretty much her favorite cousin, so, you know, it's just like, what's going on, Alex? Just got back, you know, stuff like that. Simple stuff. Alright, so back to the game at hand, though. Interruptions do happen, and, you know, that's what being a Let's Player is all about. You're going to be interrupted, so, at the most part. Not really a bad interruption or anything like that. Just a matter of just, like, gotta stop recording, you know, because it's kind of rude if I started, you know, kept recording or whatever. It really wouldn't be a bad thing, but, you know, I don't want to have too many people in one video. It's just kind of like doing stuff on myself, for the most part. Now, I've had videos where, like, my brothers and stuff are in there, but it's just, like, I don't know. The thing is, like, people really like to bang on my door, apparently. They're like, hey. You know, it's like, just, you can knock lightly, you know? I don't know. It's just a thing that my cousins do to me, I guess, apparently. I didn't want to come off sounding like an asshole, but... Oh, well. Well, there we go. That takes care of those fucking jackasses. Now, these next enemies are the same kind of enemies as we dealt with before, but this time they have the ability to shoot out some kind of, like, red spear-looking thing, so your best interest is probably just to avoid them, if anything. Now, this guy on the stairs, this first guy on the stairs, typically won't be too aggressive until you get close, of course, because, you know, again, all these enemies in this game are territorial as fuck. And these guys shooting the spears at you, they're, you know, rather easier to avoid. I'd recommend just avoiding contact or just conflict with them to begin with and just come to this room first. Now, when you come to this room, walk slowly because there's going to be a beast, a Scourge beast, hiding right here. So we're going to take him out, and then we're going to wipe the floor with his ass. Apparently that huntsman wants me dead. I know where he's at. He's on top of the... Oh, wait. Actually, apparently he came down here. Alright, sweet. Now, I think there was like one above me, on the floor above, and that was that guy. And then... Here we go. Alright. So we're pretty much all good now, unless that guy actually did follow me over here. I'm not too particularly sure with that. Oh, fuck, I forgot about you. Thing is, there's going to be a huntsman on the other side, of course, and you know, if you do kill him off, he's going to respawn anyway after a certain period of time because, again, there is a bell ringing witch that we have to go take out. But at the moment, we're just not going to worry about her just yet because we're going to go find out where she came, or where she is, I should say. I know where she is. Don't worry. I got you guys covered. Alright. More than likely in the next episode or so, we'll probably go ahead and take on the boss. So I'm going to try to get like 5 or so more minutes out of this. I'm going to try to milk like 5 more minutes out of this episode. So I'm starting to do like 30-minute episodes just for this, just because it makes things easier on me. Now, that little like bathtub looking thing I just went over to, that was the teleporter I was talking about earlier. That was the one that actually can take us pretty much back to the beginning area. So if you didn't want to have to use a Bullet Hunter's Mark or whatever, then there you go. Granted, you probably could lead these guys to this carriage area and take them out that way too, but I never really attempted that, to be honest, and I'm not 100% sure that you can do that. So again, I just like to avoid contact with them to begin with because I just feel like they're annoying as hell anyway. Alright. Gonna use those two. Pop those bad boys. We have like 50,000 blood echoes, which is ridiculous, by the way. I'm not going to go ahead and fight the boss just yet, either, because I don't want to lose all those echoes. So instead, yeah, as you can tell, there's like 3 of them motherfuckers. I'm going to come back over here, and we're going to grab some more items. I'm going to head back, and if I need to, I'm going to probably grind up a little bit more. Because I'm sure there's probably some enemies. I'm sure there's some enemies at the beginning anyway, so, you know, go grind up a little bit. Go get some blood echoes, and then head back. Or, you know, what I could do now is I could just come up behind this guy, wipe him out. Thing is, you can sneak up behind him, but you can't do a... You can do a back attack, but you can't do a visceral attack. That's the weird thing. These enemies cannot be interrupted, pretty much. Yeah, see how... Yeah, see, even, like, up close, they still even shoot you with them damn red spear things. I don't know why they do it. They just do. So apparently this guy is actually not one of them. Yeah, there's only like 2 that actually would shoot the spears at you. There should be 2. Alright. Take him out, and then finished. So now we should have plenty enough. Nope, still not plenty enough. Well, I was already starting to hit this guy, so I'm just gonna like beat the shit out of him. And I know that other one's coming about to hit me right now, so I'm gonna avoid his ass the best I can. I don't exactly know what they're shooting at me, but I can tell you this, it hurts. Well, at least you can interrupt him and stop him. Well, interrupt in the sense of like... Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. You can basically stop him from trying to shoot you, but you can't actually get a visceral attack on these guys. So we're starting to get some kind of like new blood gemstone going on over here, so... Alright. Now, let's see here. That should be about it for this. I think that's generally the most of what we can do. So what I'm going to do now, even though I spent a little bit more time... Actually, no, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time on this. Because I had like 9 or so minutes left of footage I could record, so... I'll go back, and I'm going to go back to the Hunter's Dream real quick. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to go ahead and buy what I need to buy, which is going to be the Rosemarinus. And we're going to buy that. You know, I don't get it. Like, why am I buying it? If, like, I'm going to show it off in a later video anyway. I guess I just want to prove to you folks out there that I actually can buy this shit. So, the hell with it. Alright, let's go ahead and buy it real quick. There's the Rosemarinus. So, bought that. That should be everything bought so far. I'm going to try my best to buy every weapon. But then, you know, of course, the Beast Claw, on the other hand, it has to be found in a chalice. A specific chalice, mind you. So, if we could possibly go to that specific chalice, you know, later on down the line, then more than likely we probably will end up doing that. But until then, no. So, as you can see, we need 1 blood rock to get my saw cleaver up to plus 10. So, as it stands right now, there's not much I can do. Hopefully, acquire more blood echoes. Alright, made additional discoveries, and that's it. I was trying to see what runes I had, that way I could be like, oh yeah, I'll just spend... Let's put this on. I was thinking about putting on one of those, like, visceral attacks do more damage or something like that. Let's buy this. And we can't buy a Quicksilver bullet for once. Wow, damn. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this episode, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time when we play some more Bloodborne. And in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Yahar'gul, of course. And we're going to head through the chapel, and then we're going to head down and go fight the Great One Reborn. So... I will see you all then, so take care, everybody.